good day, everyone. Today I want to speak to you about a subject that holds the power to transform not just your relationships, but your life as a whole. The title of my message is, Make Him Jealous Without Another Man. At its core, this isn't about stirring up rivalry or manipulating emotions. Instead, it's about discovering and unleashing the greatness within you so that anyone who overlooks or underestimates you can't help but take notice. Your value and identity are not defined by anyone else. They are rooted in who you were created to be. To truly understand and embrace your value, you must first strip away the labels and opinions that others have placed on you. These external judgments often cloud your perception and leave you searching for validation in places that were never meant to provide it. The truth is, your worth is intrinsic. It is not given by others and cannot be taken away by them. Recognizing this truth is the first step toward living a life that reflects confidence and purpose. When you know your value, you operate from a place of security rather than neediness. You stop begging for attention or approval because you understand that those things do not define you. Instead, you carry yourself with a quiet assurance that speaks louder than words. It's not about arrogance. It's about knowing that you are enough just as you are. This confidence becomes evident in the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, and the decisions you make. It's a light that draws others toward you, not because you demand it, but because they cannot ignore it. Understanding your identity means knowing not just what you offer to the world, but also who you are at your core. It requires you to dig deep and discover the unique qualities and strengths that make you stand out. You are not defined by your mistakes, your past, or the opinions of others. Instead, you are defined by the potential within you, the gifts, talents, and purpose that were placed inside you from the beginning. These things make you irreplaceable. No one else can replicate your unique combination of experiences, abilities, and perspective. When you embrace your identity, you stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is one of the quickest ways to lose sight of your value. It convinces you that you are in competition with others, when in reality you are on a unique journey that only you can walk. Instead of looking at what someone else has, focus on what you bring to the table. Celebrate your individuality, and let that be the foundation for how you present yourself to the world. Your value and identity also influence how you allow others to treat you. When you fully understand who you are, you naturally set boundaries that protect your peace and dignity. You no longer tolerate disrespect or accept less than what aligns with your worth. People will treat you based on how you treat yourself. So it is crucial to hold yourself in high regard. Respecting yourself is not an act of selfishness, but a reflection of the honor you give to the life and purpose entrusted to you. Ultimately, knowing your value and identity transforms the way you approach relationships. You no longer seek someone to complete you because you are already whole. Instead, you invite people into your life who complement your journey, adding to the richness of what is already there. This mindset shifts the dynamics of every interaction, making you a person of influence and attraction. Elevating your personal growth begins with a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Growth is not automatic. It requires intentionality and effort. You must first acknowledge that where you are today is not the peak of your potential. There is always more to learn, more to achieve, and more ways to refine who you are. This realization is not rooted in dissatisfaction, but in a desire to maximize the gifts, talents, and opportunities you have been given. Personal growth encompasses every area of your life: intellectual, emotional, physical, and spiritual. It starts with a decision to invest in yourself. Reading books, taking courses, and seeking out mentors are practical steps to expand your knowledge and skills. When you broaden your understanding, you not only increase your capacity to succeed, but also become a more engaging and inspiring person to those around you. Education is not limited to formal settings. It is a lifelong process of curiosity and discovery. Emotionally, personal growth requires you to confront areas where you may be holding yourself back. It might mean addressing fears, insecurities, or past hurts that hinder your ability to move forward. Growth demands vulnerability, the courage to admit that you do not have all the answers, and the humility to seek help when needed. As you work through these emotional barriers, you become stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Emotional maturity also enhances your relationships, allowing you to connect with others in more meaningful and authentic ways. Taking care of your physical health is another vital aspect of personal growth. Your body is the vehicle through which you live your life, and neglecting it limits your ability to achieve your goals. Exercise, proper nutrition, and rest are not just acts of self-care, they are acts of preparation. When you are physically strong and energized, you can show up fully for the opportunities and responsibilities that come your way. Your physical health also impacts your confidence, which plays a significant role in how you present yourself to the world. Spiritual growth ties everything together by grounding you in a sense of purpose and direction. It involves aligning your life with higher principles and values that guide your decisions and actions. When you nurture your spiritual life, you gain clarity about who you are and why you are here. This clarity fuels your motivation to grow because you understand that your development is not just for your benefit, but for the benefit of those around you. Meditation and mindfulness applies even more when your ambitions are based on longer-term goals that govern your life and provide you with the benefit of those around you. As you elevate your personal growth, you begin to see changes not only in yourself, but also in how others perceive and interact with you. Growth creates a ripple effect. It inspires and challenges others to rise to their own potential. You become a person of influence, not because you demand it, but because your life demonstrates what is possible. By continually striving for growth, you position yourself as a leader in your own life. Someone who is not afraid to evolve and reach for higher levels of achievement and fulfillment. Embracing independence is a journey of realizing that you are capable of standing on your own, making decisions, and living a life that reflects your unique values and goals. Independence begins with a shift in mindset, moving from reliance on others to taking responsibility for your own happiness and success. This transformation is not about isolation or rejecting help when needed, but about developing the inner strength and confidence to navigate life on your terms. To embrace independence, you must first recognize your ability to make choices. Life is full of decisions, both big and small, and each one shapes the course of your future. When you take ownership of these decisions, you free yourself from the need for external validation. You no longer wait for someone else to tell you what to do or confirm that you are on the right path. Instead, you trust your instincts, your knowledge, and your capacity to learn from experience. This self-reliance builds a foundation of confidence that allows you to move forward boldly, even in the face of uncertainty. Independence also requires self-sufficiency in practical matters. This includes managing your finances, developing a career, and learning the skills necessary to handle everyday challenges. When you are financially independent, you gain the freedom to make choices that align with your values rather than being constrained by dependence on others. Building a career or pursuing a passion not only provides financial stability, but also gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Each step you take towards self-sufficiency strengthens your ability to stand confidently on your own. Another crucial aspect of independence is emotional resilience. Life will inevitably bring challenges, disappointments, and setbacks. But how you respond to these moments defines your independence. Instead of seeking someone to rescue you or provide constant reassurance, you learn to process your emotions, find solutions, and move forward. Emotional independence does not mean suppressing your feelings or refusing support from loved ones. It means having the inner resources to handle life's difficulties without becoming completely dependent on others for your sense of stability. Embracing independence also means creating a life that reflects your unique identity. This involves exploring your interests, pursuing your goals, and building relationships that add value to your journey. When you are independent, you are free to define what success, happiness, and fulfillment mean to you. You are not confined by societal expectations or pressure to conform to others' opinions. Instead, you live authentically, guided by your principles and aspirations. Independence is not about rejecting connection. It is about entering relationships and partnerships as a whole and complete person. When you embrace your independence, you contribute to relationships from a place of strength rather than need. You are free to give and receive love without losing yourself or depending on another person to complete you. This balance fosters healthier and more fulfilling connections, as it allows both individuals to thrive while supporting one another. It does not imply any sacrifice from individuals in order for relationships to thrive. There is great power, force, and vibration and deep connection. Radiating joy and confidence is about embodying a presence that uplifts and inspires others, starting with an inner sense of contentment and self-assurance. Joy is not simply the absence of problems. It is a deliberate choice to focus on the positive, to celebrate life, and to find beauty in the present moment. Confidence, on the other hand, is not about being loud or overbearing. It is a quiet, steady belief in your worth, abilities, and purpose. Together, joy and confidence create an energy that is magnetic and transformative. True joy begins within. It is cultivated by gratitude, choosing to appreciate what you have rather than fixating on what you lack. When you make a habit of gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the good, even in challenging circumstances. This mindset shifts your perspective and allows you to approach life with optimism and resilience. People are drawn to those who exude joy because it is a rare and precious quality in a world often marked by stress and negativity. When you carry joy within you, it shows in your smile, your words, and the way you interact with others. Confidence is rooted in self-awareness and self-acceptance. To radiate confidence, you must first know who you are and embrace yourself fully, your strengths, your quirks, and even your imperfections. Confidence does not mean being perfect. It means being comfortable in your own skin. When you accept yourself, you free yourself from the need to seek approval or validation from others. This freedom is empowering, and it allows you to walk through life with a sense of assurance that is evident to everyone you meet. Radiating joy and confidence also comes from how you carry yourself. Your body language speaks volumes before you even say a word. Standing tall, making eye contact, and maintaining an open posture convey confidence and approachability. The way you speak matters too. Using a calm, steady tone and speaking with clarity shows that you believe in what you are saying. Your demeanor sets the tone for how others perceive and respond to you. Standing tall, making eye contact, and being approachable shows that when you carry yourself with grace and poise, you send a message that you are someone worth noticing and respecting. Actions speak louder than words, and living authentically is one of the most powerful ways to radiate joy and confidence. When your actions align with your values, you live with integrity and purpose. This consistency creates a sense of inner peace that shines outward, making you a beacon of positivity and strength. People are drawn to those who live authentically because it gives them permission to do the same. Radiating joy and confidence is not about pretending to be happy or invincible. It is about being genuine even in your struggles. When you face challenges with grace and maintain hope, you show others that joy and confidence are not dependent on circumstances, but come from within. This authenticity is what makes your presence impactful and unforgettable, leaving a lasting impression on everyone you encounter. Setting standards and boundaries is essential for cultivating self-respect, maintaining healthy relationships, and creating a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Standards are the guidelines you establish for how you expect to be treated, what you are willing to accept, and the quality of life you are committed to creating. Boundaries, on the other hand, are the limits you set to protect your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. These elements go hand in hand, allowing you to operate from a place of strength, integrity, and self-awareness. The first step in setting standards is understanding what truly matters to you. You cannot define what you will and won't accept until you know your core values. What do you believe in? What are your non-negotiables? These values will serve as the foundation for all the standards you create. For example, if you value honesty above all else, then a standard for you may be that you will only engage with people who communicate openly and truthfully. If you value respect, you may set a standard that you will not tolerate any form of verbal abuse or disrespect. Once you've identified your core values, the next step is to clearly define what behavior aligns with those values. Your standards should reflect the way you want to be treated and the kind of environment you want to create around you. This might mean setting expectations for how you want to be spoken to, how you want to spend your time, or the kind of work ethic you expect from yourself and others. An indication of how you want to spend your time. Establishing these standards provides clarity for those around you, as they will know exactly what you expect and will understand that you will not settle for anything less. Boundaries are closely tied to your standards, but they are more about protecting your energy and your peace. Boundaries define the limits you place on others and yourself to ensure that you are not overwhelmed or drained by external demands. For example, if you value your time and energy, you may set a boundary by saying no to requests that will overextend you. Similarly, if you recognize that certain environments or people drain your energy, you might establish boundaries by limiting your exposure to them. The process of setting boundaries requires courage because it often involves disappointing or even angering others. However, it is essential to understand that setting boundaries is not about rejecting people, but about protecting your well-being. People who genuinely respect and value you will understand and appreciate the limits you set. They will recognize that by honoring your boundaries, they are also contributing to the health and longevity of the relationship. The key to successfully setting and maintaining standards and boundaries is consistency. Once you establish these guidelines, it is crucial to enforce them, even when it feels uncomfortable or difficult. When you communicate your boundaries and standards clearly and hold to them, you teach others how to treat you and you reinforce your self-worth. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes, and the more empowered you feel in your interactions with others. Setting standards and boundaries is not about creating walls to shut people out. It is about creating a life where your needs and values are prioritized, allowing you to thrive in a space that aligns with who you are. Being a source of inspiration is not about performing grand gestures or seeking admiration. It is about living in such a way that others are moved to be better, do better, and become the best version of themselves. Inspiration comes from authenticity and action. It is seen in the way you navigate life with purpose, passion, and perseverance. When you live in alignment with your values, pursue your dreams with tenacity, and handle adversity with grace, you naturally become a beacon of hope and encouragement for others. At the core of being an inspiration is leading by example. People are more likely to be inspired by what they see in you than by what they hear from you. It's not enough to talk about the values you hold dear or the dreams you have. Your actions must align with your words. demonstrating a consistency that shows others the way forward. When you pursue your goals with unwavering commitment, others see that it is possible to overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. Your resilience in the face of challenges offers them a model for how to approach their own struggles. Your life becomes a source of inspiration when you prioritize growth and self-improvement. Each step you take toward becoming a better version of yourself has the potential to impact those around you. As you push past your limitations and take bold steps toward your aspirations, others take notice. They are encouraged by your willingness to evolve and change, and they are inspired to do the same in their own lives. Being committed to your personal growth means embracing a mindset of continuous learning and development. When people see that you are never stagnant, but always striving to improve, they are motivated to push beyond their own comfort zones. Inspiring others also means encouraging them along their own journey. It's about lifting people up when they feel discouraged and offering words of hope when they are unsure of their next step. Inspiration is not just about showing how successful you are, but about sharing your journey with others. The challenges you face, the lessons you've learned, and the wisdom you've gained are powerful tools for helping others navigate their own paths. By being open about your experiences, both triumphs and failures, you offer others the courage to take risks, knowing that they too can overcome whatever comes their way. Being a source of inspiration requires empathy and understanding. It's about recognizing that everyone is on their own unique journey and that each person faces their own set of challenges. Instead of criticizing or judging others for where they are, inspire them by showing kindness, patience, and support. When you offer a listening ear or a helping hand, you empower others to believe in themselves and their abilities. Sometimes the greatest inspiration comes not from what you say, but from how you make others feel. Your character, your integrity, and the way you treat others are also powerful sources of inspiration. When you consistently embody qualities like honesty, compassion, and respect, you become a model for others to emulate. People are inspired not by what you achieve, but by the person you are, someone who lives with purpose, whose life is marked by positive impact. Your example encourages others to live authentically, to pursue their own passions, and to never settle for mediocrity. By simply being true to yourself, you spark something within others that drives them to rise to their full potential. In conclusion, the journey to becoming a person who radiates joy, confidence, and inspiration while embracing independence and setting clear standards and boundaries is one that empowers not just yourself, but those around you. It is a commitment to living with purpose, to growing in every area of your life, and to understanding your worth. When you begin to prioritize your personal growth and establish the life you desire, you not only transform yourself, but also become a beacon of hope, motivation, and strength for others. Your life becomes a living example of what is possible when you choose to walk in confidence, lead with authenticity, and make intentional decisions that reflect the person you were always meant to be. Let your journey serve as a reminder that you are capable of shaping the world around you simply by choosing to show up as your best self, day in and day out.